Oh, okay. Where is it? It's on Twitch, right? Categories, World of Warcraft. Oh yeah, here it comes. This is it. World of Warcraft expansion reveal. Can you guys see this? Okay. Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Yes.
For the Alliance! For the
Do you think there'll ever be a BlizzCon again? Probably, right? They make so much money off of it.
For Azeroth!
World of Warcraft. Play now.
Hi, everyone. I'm John
Hi.
Pike, General Manager for Warcraft, and with me today are my friends Ian Hazenkostas, who is the Game Director for World of Warcraft, and Holly Longdale, who leads up the production team for WoW Classic. I really appreciate you tuning in. I know we're really excited to be able to give you updates on what's happening in World of Warcraft. But first, I want to thank our community for all the feedback you've given us this year, and especially our community council.
Do you think that they're just going to ignore it like usual? Thanks for all of the info that we're just going to ignore again.
And really, for Shadowlands in particular, the story of the last 9 months or so of this expansion is all about the community, and it's shaped by what we've been hearing from them, and us realizing as a team that we just collectively needed to do a better job of making sure the community felt heard, and so that led us to the changes we made in 9.15, but also really re-examining some of the assumptions and foundations of World of Warcraft about things like character investment and mains versus alts, or how catch-up should work, or the appropriate role of friction in our systems. And I think 9.15 represented a step in the direction of letting players have more freedom to play World of Warcraft the way they want to play it. And we really built our Eternity's End content update from the ground up around those principles.
What are some of the things that the community said that influenced your decisions for Eternity's End?
Things like the method and pacing.
What the hell is Eternity's End? You'll have to explain it, Chad. I have no idea. Is it the last raid?
Listening to make sure that we were carrying forward those lessons learned in the course of 9.15 into Eternity's End and beyond.
So, WoW Classic.
Oh, the last patch.
Really came about because of the community.
Yeah, they continue to help guide and support us as Classic evolves.
Does anybody play Classic still? Like, it's done, right? Like, what the hell are you gonna keep playing after it's done?
We are in a lot of ways curators and caretakers of that journey and of that experience. And so once this Classic community formed and grew, we had to listen to them.
It's this tide of listening to the community. And
Classic's still going
what
strong?
Is a good experience for our
How?
players now. And where we really
What do you do? Just do molten core over and over and over again? Come on, really?
Season of fresh start.
Oh, it's got a season
initially
thing.
We were talking about it like it was going to be like a fresh start. Let's try this experiment in a season. It'll be about a year long. And then when the community found out about it, we started seeing this upswell.
Yeah, the team just took that idea and ran with it and turned, what had started out as a small community project into this Soul of Iron system that became a centerpiece of Season of Mastery and a whole new opt-in hardcore mode that we've seen.
What is this like fucking like meeting theme that they're going like? Okay, we know this isn't how your meetings go.
It continues like Burning Crusade Classic. We wanted to balance the Paladin seals between Horde and Alliance.
They turn up and they're like, "Hey guys, I printed out all of the forums for this week's meeting," and then they just all like dance around it while it's on fire, right? That's all they do.
And pretty significant controversial change for this.
Yeah, cross-faction play coming in 9.25. Which is on a public test realm now as a big centerpiece.
Cross-faction. Yep. You're breaking with a 17-year tradition.
Yeah, it's something. It was not an easily made decision by any means, and I think this is another one of those areas where really we try to take to heart community feedback and requests and ask ourselves as a team whether there's a way to accommodate such an earnestly held desire and still feel like we're being true to the roots of the game. I think players desire to play with their friends who might prefer a different faction, or to play with the faction
trying to
they
stick
more
to the
closely
roots of the
identify with,
game.
even though their raid group is
Who
elsewhere.
knows what's
It's really
happening in the
important for me.
story
I
now,
love
but
all
I'd say
sides.
that
I
the
love absorbing
deviation
story
from the roots of the
place and
game
having
kind of
that ability
ended
to play
after
with all of my friends
the
across
Wrath of the
spectrums.
Lich King, right?
Fantastic.
At the end of the day, the battle cry is for the Horde. It's not against the Alliance. It's not death to the Alliance. It's about pride in one's faction. And I think there's a way to preserve that and even strengthen that.
Yeah,
while
you know, we
giving
were
players
just gonna
the
kill
ability to
gods
make
of the
same
gods of
choice
the
we've
gods
seen
of the
the
gods,
greatest
right?
heroes make time and time again.
And then at the
I
end, they
can't
turn
wait to
around and say,
see a
"Oh,
lot of my friends that I never
wasn't
knew
really
had a
me.
max level character in the other
it was somebody
faction
else."
suddenly come out of the woodwork.
And then, with these cross-faction groups, many of them are going to be diving into something new that we're doing to kind of cap off Shadowlands, a Season 4. Kind of a remix, a bit of a greatest hits, revisiting all of our raid zones across the expansion, bringing in some familiar older favorites into the Mythic Plus rotation. And we recognize this is kind of a closing chapter, a little bit of a send-off to Shadowlands. As everyone gets ready for what happens next, and what will come next, want to give a fun new challenge for everyone to sink their teeth into.
Real
There'll
cool
probably
stuff
be a
for
good cinematic though,
modern
at
WoW
least, right?
players. I'm super excited
For
about
the-
gear
for the
upgrades
reveal.
they're
How
gonna
long
give
does
me
this
and
go
a
on
chance
for?
To go back and play some of those awesome raids.
There's a lot to explore. Very exciting.
For our next adventure in World of Warcraft, we're going to go back to Azeroth. We're going to a space with high fantasy. I mean, our fans of Azeroth for a long time. This has been kind of the foundation of much of the lore of WoW. So without further ado, let's watch the cinematic.
Okay, this'll be good. Their cinematics are always fucking hot as hell.
The world has been sundered. It cries out in pain. We must go to its aid. We entrust our ancestral home to you, the Watchers.
What the fuck?
The land
What do these guys do all day? Just this?
from our own
Just fucking like stand on the beach and look out? Like they're just big stone statues. They don't even have TVs or anything, fucking idiots.
Then you must light the beacon of Tearhold, lest the path home be lost to us forever.
They can't even play Don't Starve, I know. It's a new island. It's for sure a new island. Look, 10,000 years ago, he's got a bit of moss on him or whatever. Nobody's ever seen this place before. Look, oh, there's magic in the sea. Looks like an island has appeared out of nowhere. Uh-oh. Oh, wait. Is Sylvanas still alive after the last expansion? Is she still going? Has she become like the ultimate bad guy now? Or did she die? She's still fucking going? Oh, man. She's a Twitch mod now. Nice. That's her punishment. For all the war crimes. No. Bert, what happened to your head? I must fix Bert. nebulize the stratoscopic dower. Oh, he's gone back to bed. Oh no. No, he's back. Man, he had 10,000 years to build a better ladder than this. What was he thinking? When you design something, you gotta do some maintenance on this stuff sometimes, right? Oh. They should have put like a really high pitched or like the you know, like the Dark Forces scream. Uh-oh. The Wilhelm scream, yeah. Oh, look at that.
Is healing. But her fate is yet uncertain.
Oh, I guess the leaks were right then.
We shall be Azeroth's protectors once again. Here, the new age of dragons shall begin.
Well, I guess the name Dragonflight leak was right as well. World of Warcraft Dragonflight.
Dragons!
No flying
This is so
mounts
cool.
until
No one saw it
7
coming.
patches
No
in.
one saw it coming. Carefully kept secret. But seriously, I mean, what did we just see there?
The awakening of the Dragon Isles, the return of dragons, the dawn of a new age. Right, we've seen Rathian searching for his father's legacy, searching for the Dragon
Who
Isles.
the fuck
reason
is
why he
that?
hasn't been able to find them.
Who the fuck is
The beacon
that?
Going off. Is that summoning the dragons?
It is removing the concealment that had hidden the
Who
Dragon
was
Isles
that
from the
guy?
world, but also beckoning the
Who
dragons
was that
back
guy? He looked like
urgently
Prince.
in a time of need.
And some
Rathian.
Pretty good variety.
What?
of
Oh, I guess he had to
locales
grow.
within the
He was a
Dragon
kid
Isles.
in
The Dragon
was it
Isles,
Pandaria? He
as
was like a
standard
little
for
kid.
WoW expansion consists of
You
5
gotta read the
zones,
books?
4
There's
standard
not-
leveling
there's not
zones,
books.
and a new starter zone that we'll get to in a second.
Can you talk a little bit about how the team found ways to thread the dragon aspects throughout the environments?
The Dragon Isles are a place that is lush and primal, bursting with elemental energy. As Azeroth herself reawakens, those primal forces are expressed throughout the environment, whether it's magma activity, volcanic activity, whether it's the icy wastes of the Azure Span, and each one of those has a connection to a dragonflight that we've seen before. And it's going to be an amazing place for players to arrive at and explore.
All right, you know I'm going to ask.
Yes, okay, so
Can I be a dragon?
let's start getting into some features here and what
No.
Dragonflight means.
Can
for
I
you
have
as well as
fun?
the players.
No.
So first
Grind,
off, yes, we have
bitch.
an all-new playable race, the Drakthir race.
Yeah.
This is a Draken, a draconic race, but dragons in Warcraft have the ability to take on a humanoid form.
What classes can they be?
They have unique abilities as literally a dragon. That doesn't quite fit any of our existing classes. And so what we're doing is this is not just a new race, but it's
You
also
become
a
a
new class.
become a
And as
dragon.
race to World of
It'll
Warcraft,
still
not just
take you
how it is, it's
15
something
minutes
we
to
don't do
kill a
lightly.
bear.
But telling this expansion, this story, so focused around dragons, felt like the perfect time for it. So if you are a Drakthir, you will be the Evoker class. Drakthir can only be Evokers, Evokers can only be Drakthir. And the reason why only a Drakthir could be an Evoker is that an Evoker is really combining the ability to call upon the magic of the different aspects with the
Man,
unique physical
already,
gifts that a Drakthir has,
this
the
should be
ability to
red
actually
flags
take
already.
flight and do an Onyxia
Only
style
such and
surge
such
deep
can
breath
be a
over the
such and
battlefield,
that,
land
you
on
know
the other
that
side,
already the
knock everyone
limitations
back
people
with
are
a
just
wing
going to be
buffet,
like,
and then
fuck
unleash
this.
your magical abilities.
Yes, please.
The Evoker has 2 specializations. They're a hybrid. of either range DPS or healer. And they wear male armor. We figured, with the new hero classes we've added over the years, we have enough melee, we don't need more of those. And also probably don't need any more leather wearers.
The raid leaders are going to love you for that.
Exactly. This is definitely a hero class. And so that means that, like the Death Knights before them or Demon Hunters, they will be starting level 58. And then they're going to have a new starter zone. So they're going to have a slightly different journey. Into
Wait,
the
what's the
Dragon
level
Isles as
cap
opposed to
now?
the rest
They
of us that
squished
just
it,
sit
right?
in
Is
there from
60?
other parts of
Is
Azeroth.
60 the highest?
Talk a little bit about the customizations, like what is going to be able to identify my Dracthyr character.
Basically anything and everything. Skin color, hair color, jewelry, tattoos, other adornments. You can make this character the expression of your identity in Azeroth.
New zone, new class,
Yep.
new race. Well, tell us about some of the system updates or features.
Of course, the new expansion brings with it, new systems, new features. I think in recent expansions, one of the things we've tended to do is really have these deep features that were closely tied to a specific expansion that would then get left behind as we moved on.
Yes.
And we've heard
Every
loud and clear
time.
from players that it's kind of a bummer to start off every new expansion by leaving a large part of your character behind, by leaving a large part of your progression behind. So this time around, what we're doing is really pouring all of our energy into permanent revamps, overhauls, and improvements to World of Warcraft's core systems. Things like our progression systems, in this case, our talent system is something that we want to completely revamp. We want to take a look at our UI. We want to take a look at professions.
So with the talent revamp,
Profession
and the
sounds
arrival
good,
of
though.
Classic, did you learn anything about how our talents work?
I think seeing a new generation of players play with those talents and work through those talent trees really underscored some of the things that, frankly, we lost when we shifted to the Mists of Pandaria style talents and beyond. A big piece of that was some of just the granularity, the feeling of getting a level and spending a point to customize your character to make yourself a bit better in some specific way. But also, that sense of hybridity that you could have. That's something that we've largely lost. And so the new talent system avoids directly pitting player power throughput choices directly against those sort of utility hybrid choices, because we know that there's always a right
So
outcome
they've just
there.
gone back to
And we also
trees.
understand
We're just
that, there's a lot
fuck.
of
I mean,
strength
come
in the
on.
flexibility of the
Why
modern
did
talent
why get
system
rid of them
to
in the
let
first
players
place? They were fine.
Customize their talents for a particular encounter or for dungeons versus PvP, and we don't want to lose any of that.
So John, UI?
Oh my God. Yes, I got this 30-inch monitor trying to keep track of where I am on the map, all my buffs, and over here, what's going on in chat. It has literally made my eyes go like this. So
You're not alone in that. We've made a lot of incremental changes and additions over the years, but really this is a revamp, this is an overhaul. And so we're excited to really modernize the look and feel while staying true to the origins of World of Warcraft. Now, at the same time, we're not looking to take away the sort of power user customization there. Add-ons are still there if you want them, but we want a much better default out-of-the-box experience for all players, new and old alike.
and can I reduce elements, remove elements? If I want to explore the world and see the beauty of Azeroth,
When it comes to specific elements, as much as possible, we want to let players
Well,
choose
it's
what to show,
like
to
really
hide,
simple
to
changes, but
take
it looks
control of
really
themselves.
different.
You mentioned professions.
I guess most people.
I have a
Hello?
critical question about this.
Go on.
Can I wear a chef's hat?
yeah, I knew it.
Our approach to professions in Dragonflight is really all about delivering on fantasy and identity as a crafter. And so if you want to be a serious blacksmith, if you want to be a great leather worker, we want to deliver the ability to invest time and energy into that.
No, man. It's. I mean, come on. You could have done this so long ago. You could have done this so long
A
ago.
bit more convenience than just spamming trade chat all day. But if you are someone, you're not yourself a blacksmith, but you have a bunch of mats and you want them forged into a great sword, you can put that work order up, list your mats, offer a commission, and a skilled blacksmith can come along and make you the weapon of your dreams.
I think we left out one thing, though. You can be a Dracthyr, go to Dragon Isles. Can I have a dragon?
What's the fantasy of dragons if not soaring over the lands? And so we're really excited to introduce a feature that we're calling dragon riding. It's dynamic with everything from momentum to dive bombs, the ability to just sort of build that speed up and feel the world rushing past you in a way that should be much more exciting than traditional flight that we've made available in the past, but that's also available for players through a customizable dragon mount right from the start.
So This is a skill you learn over time, right, to become an awesome dragon rider?
Yes, you'll be able to sort of upgrade aspects of your flight, but you will have this new form of flight from the start. And the Dragon Companion that you have is, of course, very thoroughly customizable, which is a new thing for us for mounts. This is not just a generic dragon that everyone has, but a drake that is yours. You know, what do you want its scales to look like, horns, the shape of its head, other attachments, armor pieces, and more.
You think potato farming is going to be better than this?
So yes, the Dragonflight expansion is going to see players leveling to 70, going to the all-new continent of the Dragon Isles, which consists of 5 zones, 4 standard leveling zones, and a new starter zone for our Drakthir class, as well as a range of systems revamps, such as a new talent system, an overhaul and update to our UI, and an entirely fresh look at professions with more depth than ever before. Also getting around the Dragon Isles is going to come in the form of dragon riding, which lets you customize and upgrade your own mount so that you can fly in a sense from the start. And of course, as with any new expansion, we have a new set of dungeons, a raid, and much more to come.
We also have an alpha that will be starting up in the future.
Check out our website for more information and keep an eye out for those opt-in signups if you want to help us test out
In the future.
We do have a deep dive that follows this, so please stay around. Classic players, we haven't forgotten about you. You could probably guess where we're going to go next. One of the all-time favorite expansions for World of Warcraft. Let's watch the cinematic.
Oh, come on. This was the best one for sure. But man, come on. Fucking, I mean, come. Burning Crusade. No, it's Wrath of the Lich King. They announced it, or it got leaked or something a while back, right? It was such a good expansion, though. Holy crap! It's it absolutely peaked, right?
The day you were born.
96K people watching
The very
this.
forests of Lordaeron.
Well, man, I don't think I'm gonna play that actually. Just like it's still like if you think of like you know, Final Fantasy or even like Lost Ark or whatever, like man, they're just well and truly now it just feels like they're just behind the times, you know, like there's just other games doing it better now. It's crazy. Who would have thought, right? And people say this all the time. Remember when WoW was like in its prime and everybody was like scouring around trying to find the WoW killer, the game that was gonna finally dethrone WoW, and in the end, it was WoW that killed WoW. It's crazy. It's just crazy. Yeah, it played itself. It absolutely did.